Talib Kweli enrages Black Star fans when he removes the album No Fear of Time from Luminary with no warning. What up, world? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know how on that Khalees song she goes, you know you've been lied to. You know you've been lied to. This is what I'm talking about, right? You can't believe these rappers, bro. And what I mean by that is rappers say one thing and do another. And the worst kind of, I'm going to tell you the worst kind of rapper to me, bro, is the kind of act like it's not about the money, right? The worst kind of rapper is a conscious, quote unquote, conscious rapper that acts like it's not about the money and then do everything literally for the money, right? And what I want to say about this situation is what's going on is Black Star, Most Def, and Yasin Bey, aka, I'm sorry, I said Most Def and Yasin. I'm so flustered. I'm so angry about this. Talib Kweli and Yasin Bey. Black Star, right? We all love Black Star, blah, 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 blah. And the simple fact of the matter is, long story short, they moved their album from Luminary, which is a podcast service with no music on it except for them. When they jumped to that service, there was no music on there except their album. Their album, if I'm not mistaken, was the first and only album on this podcast service, right? People like me, my dumb ass went over there and paid for the Luminary service. Not only did I pay for a subscription for it a month. No, I didn't do that. I paid for it for a year. With all subscriptions, they cheaper to pay for annually. So I paid whatever it was for a yearly rate just to hear this album. You know why I did that? The album was on YouTube for free. If people had put the album on YouTube, I could have heard it on YouTube. I didn't need to pay nothing. Right? Absolutely nothing. It was on YouTube for free. There's a million ways to get around this. And I'm going to tell you why. So this is the problem, right? You're going to see that I'm a little irritated because what I did was I went and bought this service. I listened to the album about 2 or 3 times. I did an album review on my other channel. I'll put the link up. I did an album review, right? And the album is good. I said these dudes rapping their ass off. I had little issues with sonically with the album of the mixing and this and that, right? Other than that, the album was a great album, right? There's some of the best lyrics, and this is who's lucky he can rap because I would be even worse on him right now. But these dudes are some of the best. We need these guys lyrically. When they grab the mic, we need Most Def and Talib on the mic. We need them, bro, right? We need them. They just did the feature with West Side Gun. Lyrically showed why we need these guys. We need them on that wall, right? We need you on that wall, right? We need them, right? But Talib Kweli, as a human being, is becoming such an asshole, bro. He's becoming so delusional that he literally went online and told everybody. Now, it's a year later. It's a year and some change later. Now they want to put the album on Bandcamp and sell the vinyl. So now you got to buy the album for $9.99 and you got to buy the vinyl, which is nothing's wrong with that, right? Nothing's wrong with that. But not after you put it on Luminary and told everybody this is the only way they can hear it. Right? Everybody in the beginning asked for it to be on Bandcamp, and this dude threw a hissy fit about not telling him what to do with his music, right? Everybody was like, well, why can't we get physical? He said it would be no physicals. But see, the problem is I'm a smart dude. I don't care about the money. It was only $35 that I paid. I paid for it to support because Dave is also on that network. Dave Chappelle. And I wanted to hear the podcast with Dave Chappelle and I never listened to it. I never listened to it. I wanted to get around to it, but I never did. But I said, I'm going to support Dave, Most Def, and Talib. This not their channel, but they're promoting the channel. They've been promoting the channel since it came out, right? So I paid for the app, right? The problem is, now, after I paid all that money, I paid triple what I would have normally paid for an album. If I'm only see the thing is, he made a video, and he's saying, I'm not a slave to you in my music. I'm not going to be a slave to what you think I should do in my music. Now, the only problem is no one's making you into a slave, bro. They're asking honest questions. The questions are, why are you, after a year and some change, after all of us have went over to Luminary and paid for this service, you're abruptly removing it and telling us if you want to hear it now, go get it on Bandcamp for $9.99. Now, his thing is, if you're on Spotify and Jay-Z's album is on Spotify, you don't ask him to give it to you download for free. No, you're trying to, so this is what I'm talking about. When a guy is fake conscious, they're going to use words like slave and racist. All the white people that's asking them questions are racist. If you go on his Twitter, on his Instagram, he's responding to everybody, all up in the comments. Everybody's a racist and everybody's a fake fan. People that literally went and spent money on an app that they would have never even heard of to support your music. Now, when they're asking you a question, they're a fake fan. So I'm a fake fan because I'm asking you what's going on. Nah, I'm not a fake fan. You're a fake artist. Don't hide behind all this artists. You're telling artists what to do. No, dude, what you doing is pulling the wool over people's eyes. You got a big bag from Luminary. You said it. Go watch the video. He has a video where I'm at the airport, da-da-da-da, right? I'm at the airport. I want to address my fake fans. So everybody that got a question, right, is a fake. Instead of answering people's questions, right, and saying, okay, this is the decision we made. It's don't question my decisions. You fake fan. You racist. Like it's like, bro, you like a baby. You like a spoiled child with your back on the wall, telling everybody to leave you alone and just go buy my album over there and go do this. You literally said in the video, I gotta feed my family. You said two things in the video out your mouth that made it apparent what was going on. You said the Luminary deal was very lucrative. So you got a big bag from Luminary. But that's a year ago. Now the money drying up. So now you're figuring out another way to get money from the same album because it don't increase in sales, it devalues in sales. So now you realizing, oh, I can get a big bag real quick by throwing it on Bandcamp. Dude, you're not no genius, dog. Everybody sees what it is. You're not outsmarting nobody with all this, we're not going to be slaves to you. I don't write my music for you. Yes, you do. You do. You literally write it for us. You literally write it for us. Because without nobody buying it, you're not getting your 20 grand a show or whatever you're getting. Right? Without nobody coming to see you, you have nowhere to be. It means nothing. So you literally put this stuff out for fans. You literally ask your fans to go to Luminary and pay for it. So don't make it like we're coming into your world, and if we come to your world, then you do what I say. Dude, you're not no god, dog. And second of all, you just a rapper that's okay. Like, we like what you do lyrically. You're very nice. But you respond to 70, 80 comments. Where do you get the time to do all this stuff? It's goofy, bro. I'm sitting here reading you attack everyone. You calling them fake fascists and all this. Dog, I'm sitting here. I'm like, this guy has got to be delusional. I'm just coming to the terms with it. You're literally the most delusional person I think I've ever seen. I've already done videos before on how delusional this gets, but I'm always like I'm touchy. I'm trying to be respectful and I'm trying to be like, okay, Talib is whatever. I'm making excuses for you. I'm not doing it no more. The simple fact of the matter is, bro, you're living in a bubble of your own making. You're delusional. You're attacking the people that you need to go buy these albums. A better response would have been like, okay, guys, we're gonna end the Luminary deal. The last chance to hear that is July 1st or August 1st. The last chance, if you got a subscription, get out of your subscription because we're moving it. We're going to give you the offer. Or even, I'm going to tell you what's even crazier. You could have left it on Luminary and still put it on Bandcamp. That's the part that no one's talking about. You could have left it on Luminary. Your real fans would have still went and bought the vinyl. But you took it off Luminary and forced people who want to hear it to go to Bandcamp. It's a calculated move. No one's dumb, dog. You're sitting here defending a move that you're forcing people that really want to hear the stupid ass album, right? The people that really want to hear that, now you're gonna pawn them and use them like chess pieces. The only problem is I saw this coming a year ago. I said it on my video a year ago. I said that album will not stay on there. They will move it to somewhere else. You will be able to get this album somewhere else. I promise. I said it a year ago. I said I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. And the simple fact that you're going to, your whole business model of putting it on Luminary was to say you would never put it on Spotify and all these other services. Then you use Spotify as your argument. You said if Jay-Z has an album on Tidal or Spotify, now you're going the very structure you're fighting, you're going to use that as your basis of your argument? The entire purpose of you putting it on Luminary was so you wouldn't do it like Spotify. And now when people questioning your motives, you bringing up Spotify and Tidal? Come on, bro, you got to make it make sense. But the simple problem is I'm smart. These other dudes, I'm seeing them in the comments, oh, this is the greatest album. I'll buy it anyway. You sound like an idiot. Because the simple fact, this dude is playing you. And the only time when a liar is playing you, guess when a liar get the most mad? When they get caught in that lie. When a liar get caught in that lie, you see how mad they get. They get the shaking. They get the slashing out. This dude has insulted everybody on his timeline. Then made a video calling them idiots. And then if you didn't agree with him, you a fake fan. Dude, I'm not a fake fan. I'm not a fan at all. I'm done. I'm done with this dude. Simple fact of the problem is, listen, I still respect your ability to spit bars. But your character been coming into question for quite some time, back in the 50 Cent era. Talib's character has been coming into question for a very long time from a whole lot of people. And you never own up to none of that. You argue and clap back and do all this stuff with everybody else. But the simple fact of the matter is, you're going to lose a lot of fans. I don't understand why these white boys still go on there and argue back and forth with you. Maybe because they're trolls and they have nothing better to do. But I'm not going to sit here and be a troll and argue back and forth. I got too much going on. I really don't care. But the simple fact of the matter is to go on my timeline and see you in a video talking about how my real fans, your real fans are the ones that's buying this crap and going to go get this album. But I guarantee you, had you done it the right way, you would have gotten triple the sales of I guarantee you 50% of the people that would have bought that album, you lost them. You lost them. So at the end of all the smoke and all the mirrors, your real goal was to get this bag to feed your family. You fumbled it. Because half the people you calling racist and fascists and fake fans would never buy that album, would never support you again. I don't even know what Mos Def got to say about this. He's never saying anything. It's always you in the front lines making these declarations. And he sit back like whatever he want to do. Right? The simple fact of the matter, I questioned the first rollout. When you first rolled it out on Luminary exclusively, I questioned that. But you stood up and made it like it was this gigantic stand against the machine. You are the machine, dude. You just did a fake paper mache move, and now you're going to make everybody pay for it. Everybody who bought that year subscription. You're not getting the money you was getting from Luminary now. So now you figured out another hustle. The hustle is pull it from Luminary. If you would have told everybody that it was only 3 months, you know nobody would have got Luminary at all. You know that. So now it's a year later, you're like, you're welcome. We left it on Luminary for a year. No, you left it on Luminary to get squeeze every dollar out of that. Whatever contract y'all had, that's what it said. And you squeezed every single dollar out of it. Now, come on, dude. In what world would you have a contract for 3 months and leave it up there for a year for? You're trying to tell us that that's what the contract was? So then what you leave it for? Why didn't you do Bandcamp 3 months into it? Why would you leave it there? Because it was still lucrative, right? I've never heard of someone having a contract for 9 months that's null and void. If that's a 3-month contract, then you must either went back to the table and renegotiate it, or they didn't pay you nothing. Because if it's a 3-month contract, they only obligated to pay you for 3 months. At that point, we can see what happened. You're telling me you had a 3-month contract and you just let it ride. No renegotiating. Because if it's up there for 3 months and at that point, you got to go back and renegotiate. So did you renegotiate every 3 months? Make it make sense, dog. It ain't making no sense to me. These other dudes that's following you blindly, I don't know where these dudes' head is at. It bothers me to see grown-ass men in the comments trying to support the goofy stuff you're saying and trying to make you right. These guys don't, I see it, it's so goofy. These guys don't get it. Yeah, remind them what an artist, dude, this ain't about no artistry. This is not about, this is some charlatan stuff. And the simple fact of the matter is, I know when a dude's trying to hustle. I respect the jokes, bro. I respect the hustle. You gotta eat out here, but don't try to shovel shit in my mouth and tell me it's pudding, right? What you're doing right now is wrong. And you know it's wrong. You wouldn't be this mad about it if it wasn't. You wouldn't be this mad about it. I'm watching the videos and I'm reading the responses. Dude, you're like a 13-year-old middle schooler, just mad. You're clapping at everybody and everyone. My whole thing is with the synopsis of, would you download Jay-Z album on Spotify? Spotify don't, how many albums they remove on a regular basis? This is rare, bro. Albums don't get removed from Spotify. And the only reason people, if you think one album was on Spotify, how many people, how rich would Spotify be? They have millions of albums, bro. It's not just one album. They have thousands and millions of songs on there. So you're paying your monthly subscription. In some cases, people are not paying anything because Spotify, you can listen to it for free. But in some cases, in most cases, people are paying because they want to be able to hear those songs when they want, how they want. Pandora, Tidal, Apple Music, all of that stuff, right? Amazon Music, all of that stuff has subscription based because people want to be able to hear the music how they want to hear it. And they don't pull music off of there very often, if ever. So you can't say, well, if Jay-Z's on Spotify, Jay-Z's on Tidal, no, nobody got to ask him nothing because he's not pulling nothing off. It's never a conversation. How much is pulled off of there? If anything, they adding stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how this whole thing works out, and it's not a scam. It's 100% a scam because you're pulling it off here, so they got to go over there to buy it. Which if you would have just left it there, they would have bought it anyway. But that's the thing you don't understand, and you want to argue with dudes. Whatever happened over at Luminary wasn't working for you. Cool. Say that then. We would have respected that. Luminary ain't working out. We're moving it somewhere else. If you want to support us doing it, don't attack dudes in the damn comments. Nobody's a fake fan because they have a question for you, bro. And these are valid questions. You Umar Johnson right now, bro. This is a fake school right now. So at the end of the day, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at you clapping back and how angry you are about this and how off-putting you are because you're not even being even remotely sympathetic. You're cursing people out saying, deal with it. Eat it. Whatever, sucker. And put it like this. I don't know what Black Star going forward expect. Keep that shit. Keep that shit. End of the day, dudes waited 20 years for this. And you're treating this album like like tissue paper, bro. Because end of the day, you got people saying they love it and this and that and this, so you're using that against them. So at that point, you have ruined the experience, bro. You have whatever rhymes is on that album or whatever dope beats and da-da-da-da. You ruined it with your antics because your personality is what people are buying into as well. When it ain't just about the music. Like I said in the beginning, we need your rhymes, we need your bars, da-da-da. But at the same time, your energy is messed up. You're coming off really like a sucker. And I'm going to be honest with you. And the simple fact of the matter is, if you can't hold a conversation without name calling people, I've seen people not say nothing negative to you. And you'll call them a name. You're going to everybody's profile, seeing what color they are. It's goofy. And at the end of the day, I'm going to leave it at this, bro. Your legacy in this hip hop thing is really, really on bubble right now. You almost a culture vulture. Everybody want to, oh yeah, because you're white, you're a culture vulture. No, a culture vulture is somebody who's taking advantage of the culture. And what you did with this, you put it on a service, didn't tell nobody it was temporary, right? Made people subscribe for a year, over a year. Because I deleted my subscription earlier this year because I didn't want to re-up to it again. I said, I'm not gonna pay for another year for that album. Because I wasn't listening to nothing else, so I'd canceled it. But some people read up just to support you. Just to support you. And you snatch it down and call them assholes. Yo, F you in that album. I'm going to be 100% with you. You can keep whatever other Black Sheep, Black Star, Black Pain in the ass, whatever goofy shit you got going on. Keep that shit, bro. I'll never buy your shit. I'll never listen to your shit. And I'm going to follow you on the shit because I fucking can. Peace.
CLB.